Okay, no doubt. I'm a sentimental outdoors guy. Some seasons and some places just get me. Take Fuller's, a 100-year-old fishing club tucked along Michigan's Ausable River system. Fuller's, the place where the who of who's once holidayed.
Henry Ford, the Dodge brothers, Nash, Durant, and Ernest Hemingway all came here to stay.
They came to fish the North Branch of the Ausable River. This week, we hope to change Fuller's fishing reputation into that of flight.
You might hunt along the edge of that.
It'll take the help of this guy.
Yeah.
That's Al Stewart, Michigan State upland bird biologist.
I love my job. I have the best job in the world.
And he loves his little phone app.
This is yellow in here, and the yellow marks all the aspen.
You see, Michigan offers free mapping software. It shows hunters the very best public grouse and woodcock habitat.
Michigan DNR does it because we just really like hunters and we like people coming to Michigan to hunt. That's not true at all.
Actually, it is. Hunter Jason Markula and I load up to hunt alongside Al. He wants to show us his favorite public hunting spots.
So we hop in the trucks and start driving. The problem is we spend all morning on the road, and I mean like all morning. We drive to a spot, we see a truck. We drive to another spot, we see a truck. We drive to this spot, we see another truck. Everywhere we go, there are trucks.
Well, I was getting a little cramped up in the back there.
So at some point you just say, get out and hunt.
That's what we're going to do.
You?
But not before a pregame speech. Turns out Al's sentimental too.
May the grouse fly fast, but not too fast. And may the hunter shoot straight as we...
To that.
Cheers.
Don't worry, it's only apple cider.
We have 17 gem sites, grouse enhanced management areas throughout Michigan. Well, let's get started here, guys.
This site's called the LeGrand Ranch.
We're gonna work along this trail.
2,400 acres open to public hunting. All of it managed for grouse and woodcock habitat.
Thing is, I'm not totally confident. This is public land and we already have hunters ahead of us.
We'll just work up this edge of aspen right through here.
We hope Al's two English setters might find at least a bird or two or three.
I can hear the bell and the pace of the dog change. And then as the dog slows down, the bell starts to tone down a little bit, and then the bell stops. And that's when your heart should start beating.
You just heard a woodcock. Went straight that way.
Oh, there goes a grouse.
Grouse. 5-minute walk, one woodcock, one grouse.
And suddenly, 3 birds.
Bird down.
Oh, attaboy. Good dog. Good dog. Fetch him here, right here.
What was that?
So we've got a bird.
That's a dandy.
It's a nice bird. Do you have a dollar bill? We can age them, or sex them, I mean. You know, with a 1, I think it's a male.
Okay, 20.
With a 20, I know it's a male.
Remember, Michigan is #1 in the country for woodcock harvest and is in the top 2 or 3 for grouse. That's why Al doesn't mind hunting public land.
Love every minute of it. Doesn't get any better than this.
Well, actually.
There's a woodcock. Here's a point.
Right here. See it?
Whoa. There goes grouse. Take them, boys.
Bird down.
Dead bird.
He came right by my head. I turned and went boom.
Hey, you did well. You guys are catching on to this.
Walking a piece of public, we've seen half a dozen birds in hour and a half maybe.
Yeah.
We have 2 in hand.
We have 2.
Don't ask for any money.
For $50, I can tell you whether it's a juvenile or an adult. I think those federal shells really knocked this bird down well. We will offer you the tail feather for keeping a good eye on him while he was going down.
And no doubt, Al's all about the phone app.
That's what we've been working around. It's just a nice resource.
Sure is. In fact, I'd call it a gem. Same story for Al.
We have raspberry preserves, Minnesota jerky, some Wisconsin cheese curds.
Who are you?
The Flush, brought to you by Federal Premium Ammunition. Every shot counts. Benelli. Polaris. Waltons. And by North Dakota Tourism.
I don't want to state the obvious, but duh, Michigan's road signs tell our whole story. Look, if you see a gem sign, do me a favor and please stop.
Hunt around this site.
Michigan biologist Al Stewart has us sold.
We're right here.
We walk a GEMS site. GEMS stands for Grouse Enhancement Management Site. Giant plots of public land managed for upland birds.
This looks like it's wet at times.
Yeah, it is, and that's when the woodcock are in here.
We walk into an area we know hunters have already hunted today. Even so,
Grouse!
we are into plenty of birds. It's crazy.
Oh, good dog. Good dog, yes.
I mean, we've had a decent day of hunting, but Al says he's got one more surprise spot. So do you have any idea what they might have hunted, what they might not have hunted?
They probably hunted all this.
Another piece of public he likes to hunt. Let's do it.
The last hurrah. Shoot whatever you can see.
The key, whatever you can see.
Hard work, but totally worth it.
Some of the best habitats are, as they say, is hair on a dog's back. I mean, it's really thick, it's dense, it's hard to walk through. Whoa. Easy. Easy. Whoa, close. Dead bird, good dog, good dog. Dead-eye Jason.
I'm learning so much about woodcock that it's forget the grouse. We're going woodcock hunting.
Oh, woodcock.
There, that's a nice one.
That was good. That was good dog work.
Come on, give it to me. Nice. Right before dark, Michigan shows its true fall colors. This is going to be difficult for me to even get a shot. You ready? Woodcock, that's you.
Good dog. Good dog, yeah. Yeah.
What happened?
I just walked through here and there they were. Popped up.
Wait, you just shot a double?
I just shot a double. That's something.
This hunt leaves Al kid giddy.
Amazing.
That doesn't happen very often.
Can't blame him.
In woodcock, it's very rare to be able to shoot a double. I found some lucky BBs and dropped them both on the ground.
A double tail we're sharing again back in camp at the dinner table.
Now what is this?
Such is life in Michigan's North Woods. Good hunts, great food, and even better, new friends.
They shot in 2 different times. There's so many opportunities when you come here to Michigan. 10 million acres of land open for public hunting. It's all right there. It's all accessible.
The Flush, brought to you by Kansas Department of Wildlife, Parks and Tourism. Birchwood Casey. Carlson Choke Tubes. And by Rough Tough Kennels.
Time sometimes talks in funny ways. Around Fuller's, history hangs in every room. This place thick with nostalgia.
You just sit there and you think, who was here before me?
Well, the Old Lodge Journal tells us Henry Ford, the Dodge brothers, Harvey Firestone, Thomas Edison, they all vacationed here at Fuller's.
People had meetings right here and came up with some of the biggest companies in the world. Right here, where we're at. That's pretty cool. It's like a museum, but you're staying in the museum. I think they made a movie about that.
Spend even a couple of minutes wandering around this place. You understand why this century-old establishment earned the plaque out front. A historic fish camp tied to Michigan's most unique river. And the coolest boats around. Or should I say, McCool.
Very unconventional, homemade trailer.
David McCool drops his classic Asable boat into the North Branch.
They used to use these boats to supply lumber camps, and lo and behold, it makes one heck of a fly fishing vessel.
So we tie up to fish alongside Mr. McCool. On any given day, anglers chase brook trout and brown trout.
I don't think I've ever fly fished sitting down before.
You'll get used to it, Jason.
There's gonna be a fish here somewhere. Right in there.
Oh,
You hooked up?
little brookie right where he was supposed to be.
Good job. Kind of fun on that four-weight, isn't it? Little brookie. And we've got lots of good cold water and a lot of healthy trout. It's just amazing place.
Perfect river, except for one problem. So pretty, sometimes you can't help but stop fishing and just look around.
Being an ADDer, it's very relaxing, very calming to me because the picture's changing and it just relaxes my brain.
ADD stands for a definite desire.
Yeah, a definite desire to be here. Yeah, ADD.
Thing is, we're here to hunt, which has me already thinking about our last day.
I'm so excited that the weather is perfect for this glorious morning.
Today, we get to hunt alongside this guy,
I just happen to do something that I love to do and I get paid for it.
Fuller's bird guide Dale Gray, nickname Coach.
This is Penny.
And this is Copper. Copper and Penny, two German shorthairs wired to hunt in the grouse woods. Penny is 4 years old. Copper is 10 and a half and still running strong.
Copper's my once-in-a-lifetime dog. I was full bore hunting with him at 4 months. I know it's hard to believe, but he's just got it.
It doesn't take long to see.
We walk into a wet, choked stand of poplars.
It's deep cover. Holy man. There it goes right over top of it.
They're on point.
Get it? Can you imagine what the prairie storm can do for you?
We just started. She's on point. Oh, here.
We got another point.
Why don't you go to the point here? I want to keep the mark here. She got it. She got it. Good job, Penny. Is that hot or is that hot?
This is awesome. One gave us the slip back there. Copper's very birdy.
So what are we, like 8 minutes into this hunt?
8 minutes into the hunt, and that's 7.
And the dog's on point.
And a dog's on point. Hell, we weren't in there probably 15 minutes. We had 8 up.
Right there, Bill.
Before this day ends, we'll chase a record.
Oh, I didn't have a shot. You guys see it?
You'll see.
Oh, baby.
Great hunting stories begin with great habitat. Join Pheasants Forever today to help us create more upland habitat for the birds. Sign up at this special web address below and you'll receive a 1-year subscription to Pheasants Forever Journal. Plus, this Pheasants Forever edition Browning double blade knife with the collector's tin. Sign up today to help us create healthy habitat and abundant wildlife.
This is gonna be an awesome day.
Here we go. This is going to get exciting.
Michigan magic happens on a wet steak and egg kind of morning.
We're going to burn that breakfast off, I can tell you that.
Hunter Jason Markula and I trudge into the woods alongside guide Dale Gray.
That's the sound we like.
He's on point.
Right there, Bill. Up.
Thick, choking poplars and birch soaked by cold fall rain.
Jason, we're coming to you.
We knew going in that we had primo conditions, nice moist ground, cool weather, ideal for getting the job done. We got the job done.
She's right here, right here. Be awake.
It was a neat flush. I didn't have a shot, so I couldn't do anything.
I've had a lot of good grouse and woodcock hunts over the years, but this hunt just goes off.
We are birdie over here, boys.
She's on point.
Woodcock!
Did you see one?
Probably 12 or 14 birds in 20 minutes of hunting.
It seems like there's a bird hunkered down like every 100 feet.
Wow. Sounds like Jason drilled one about 30 yards right there.
Another northern Michigan woodcock, thanks to the copper. All right, we're on the board again. Yeah.
Pretty fun.
All right. It's tight in the woods, and that's a whole new dynamic. But it's kind of exciting that way, It's close into the action.
Shot.
This is nonstop.
No kidding. Literally everywhere we walk.
And he's on point. Go on in.
This happens.
Okay, go in. There it goes. There it goes. Boy, that bugger sat tight.
Isn't that something?
There it goes.
Again, numbers don't lie. Michigan, top 3 for grouse harvests, and number 1 for woodcock.
Just another day in paradise for Coach.
The guiding today has been phenomenal.
There goes your grouse. Just flush to the left there.
Well, being a high prairie pheasant chaser, it's a little tight, close range for me. Cutting trees off with a shotgun is not something I'm used to.
There it goes.
It's not good news for the aspen. It's not going to make it.
By afternoon,
Oh, there we go.
we find ourselves with more than 40 flushes recorded.
Right there. Unless it ran.
Whoa, it's moving over here on the ground. It's coming behind you. Okay, right in front of you there.
There it goes. There it goes. Bird up.
There you go.
Okay, 44 flushes to be exact.
I think we're 6 away.
Suddenly, this hunt becomes less about shooting and more about a quest to see 50 birds fly.
So just keep walking right like this?
Yep, 50 woodcock and grouse in a single day of hunting.
We don't see that many in Minnesota. It's just plain and simple. So this is truly a blast and cast destination, and you should try it out.
I'm going in.
The counter is at 44 on woodcock and 3 on grouse.
Total of?
47. We need those 3 last outs.
We just need 3. It's a quest.
Heads up! There's a bird right there!
Here's the thing, light never lasts long, especially when you're racing the clock. Before we know it, it gets dark and we call the hunt. 3 birds short of a record. And it doesn't even matter.
Visit Fuller's North Branch Outing Club. It'll make sense once you get here. I promise.
Awesome. Another epic adventure.